Hello. I just, like, ate a sandwich. That's why I'm late. I realized I didn't eat anything today. And, uh, and I ate a sandwich right before stream. So we're going to be drawing tonight. And I have a few specific things I want to draw. I'm sorry. Sorry for bodily noises. We're going to be finishing the painting we started yesterday, and we're also going to be drawing some fan art, specifically of a book I read, of a creature in that book I read that I just don't see a lot of art of. I see some art of it online, but like, it's something I want to draw myself. Anyway, let's hop back into this. So, oh my god, it's cold. So I'm using a pillow to keep my lap warm. I know I say this every stream, but this is generally going to be a very quiet stream. A lot of this is just me focusing on the artwork. I can answer questions. I might go on a tangent. I'm also going to trail off a lot because I'm just, stupid, I guess. I don't know. I do have a lot more music in this playlist now. I think I might just link the playlist down below on the Twitch homepage from now on. I'll also put it in like the YouTube uploads. So if you're watching this on YouTube, there's probably a music link in the description. This is really... I don't know how loud this is. Oh boy. Okay, so one of... Holy shit. One of the soundtracks I added to this playlist are the Dune DOS games. Like Dune 1 and 2. I'm on the third book of Dune, and I like it a lot. If you're gonna read a book, read Dune. Be patient with the first book, because the first book is kind of boring. But it has like a lot of setup. That's probably less important than I think it is, but it's a good series. I still need to finish this space up here. I need to add something to it, but I think I have an idea of what I want, but there is some complicated things I need to do that are in the way. Because the way this is like constructed, although it looks good, has very bad flaw that I need to look up an answer to. Okay. Did that work? Let's see if this does anything. Thanks. Control X, Control V. Now, if this doesn't work, I'm going to be sad. That's not what I want. That's not what I wanted. It's not selecting the midtones. Damn. Okay, how am I going to do this then? I don't think this is gonna work. Oh my god, it fucking worked. Wait, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so like, here's the issue I was having. I don't know if I don't. This is not interesting at all. But these two things were like locked on one layer, like the black background and the white character. And I just fucking moved them, I guess. But now, since the character is on one layer, I could do this. And I can also... Hang on. Ah! I kind of like that, actually. It's like blown out, it's weird. Hang on, I kind of want to keep that. It's just like a backup. But anyway, I'm going to be painting on that background. I also really... The reason why I paint like a completely black background instead of just using the bucket tool is because you get all of these little tiny like subtle color changes, and it also gets a nice like sort of painterly texture. What do I want this background to be? Oh my god, this fucking music. This is so badass. I just realized I need to do this. Then I need to color this in. This splash of color is honestly I kind of like this a lot, but I don't know. I'm a little torn on it. Hang on, I really gotta finish up the like the actual illustration here. I just looked over the at my fucking camera and just saw myself like hunched over like this. This is why I have back problems. I'm tempted to try like the no eye sockets thing again. I do like these eyes, but I think sometimes we just don't need them. And maybe I'm wrong about this. I'm gonna leave this like this. Let's see how I feel about it. Just for a little bit. Oh my god, this music is so low that it's not even getting picked up by the fucking... Sorry. Wow, that really was a quiet stream for a little bit there. Let me go to the next one. Oh, that's very loud. Sorry about that. Okay, I really like this now. I didn't really like this at first, but it's growing on me. I like the fact that these kind of look like horns. They are not horns, but they look like horns. I think that's cool. Ground God Diner. It's a sick banjo MIDI. This is diner music. This is from the Dune PC game, by the way. It says here this is some kind of theme for the Fremen. I still haven't decided what the fuck I want in the background. Maybe I don't want to like cut the broom off, right? But I might have to, because it just doesn't, like, the composition just kind of sucks with that big empty space. And I gotta either fill it. Oh well, now this kind of looks weird. There's something weird about this composition here. God, I'm really fighting with this painting here. Okay, so right here looks weird. And like right here looks weird. there's like this weird... It's like too pointy on these sides. And these go too far inward. I think I'm gonna keep the eyes blank for now. I can redraw them if I don't like them. It's a little better, but it's not like good. It also creates some weird tangent lines. Okay, that's fine. Maybe... What if we did this? It does look a lot better now, but now I still have the trouble with the empty space. Last stream, someone suggested that I draw the moon hatching, and I still keep thinking about that. Okay, I think I have an idea. I have an idea. This might be a stupid idea. But I think it will fix the composition. It does fix the composition. But then we might be able to change. Where's the... There it is. I think after this drawing, I'm gonna have to... Jesus Christ. I think after this drawing, I'm gonna have to end the stream. I hope that's okay. I'm starting to get very, very tired tonight. What if we... Okay, well, thank you. I usually do these streams late at night because I work like a part-time job. And as much as I'd like to be doing this art full-time, I just sometimes have to get up early in the morning, which sucks. we just added like a smoke trail to this broom? This is supposed to be like kind of a magic broom, right? Yeah. You can have like... Yeah. Yeah, this is good. This is fine. I think that'll fill up the space nicely. Now it feels too stark against the background. Background does not have any texture. It needs like atmosphere. It needs to like be sitting inside like a location, I think. I had that idea right here. Maybe I can... What if I took this and shrunk it? It's like the... Okay. Hang on. I usually try not to make these canvases too big. I want to make them as big as possible, frankly, but my poor RAM can only handle so much. Especially while streaming. You can't see this, but whenever I use one of these bigger brushes to edit a lot of pixels at the same time, it slows the fuck down. There's like a solid second or two with like my strokes. It's going to be a background, so I want to... X, B. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Working on the same piece as last time. Yep. Getting really, really nitpicky with it. Let's see. This right here. It still looks like it's popping out. You know, I want to give this like, oh my god, this fucking music. I need to give it like a shadow. I need to give her a shadow. Love her. I love her too. I love Gentle very, very much. I have to say that the book that I'm writing with these characters, or this character specifically, is something that I'm really, really enjoying. I feel really, really deeply involved with these characters. And I think, in my experience, is very, very good for the art. I think when you care about the characters, it just comes out better. Shit, how am I going to do a shadow? I kind of want to just draw it, but that's like really tedious. Have you worked on any more games recently? I had such a great time with Welcome Home. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Making more games is definitely something I want to jump back into. But I don't have a lot of time to do it right now, which is unfortunate. I mean, I didn't make this game, but I did do some sprite art for Vampire Survivors, which was, you know, really fun to do. I drew like some little skeleton guys for them. They really liked me too. Maybe they'll commission me again one day. That's awesome. I played that game a ton. Oh, yeah. They're really nice. The devs of that game are really wonderful, and very easy to work with, which is a good thing. I think I think the artwork they used for what I made was a DLC. I do absolutely plan on jumping back into game dev once I have the time, though. I think ultimately that's like the goal is to make more games, because I love animation, I love painting, I love a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that I love doing, but making games is like my favorite thing to do because it just involves all of that. Uh, it's very nice. Wait, can I just like... Oh my god, I can. I'm learning. And if we... just erase you. If change canvas size, we gave this a bit more space. And drag this. Right here. Yeah. Yeah, that's such a great way to express your own world too. It really is a great medium. It encompasses everything I want to do in terms of art. I get to set up scenarios and interactions, which is like much more interesting. I mean, I it's hard to compare a book versus a game because they're two entirely different mediums with their own unique advantages, but I just enjoy creating experiences. That's so vague. One game I keep thinking about is this game that I was developing a while ago called Vandal. And Vandal was supposed to be a lot of things, but hang on, I think I have art of this that I can pull up. I made like a whole game document for several different versions of Vandal. But the basic premise is that you play as a tiny little robot. And this robot is designed for pest control. And the goal of the game is, I mean, it changed a lot throughout the design document, but it essentially is you have to go into a house and you have to kill bugs, and there is like a lot of different lore and a lot of different like story and characters that I had come up with. I haven't finalized any of that, but I do have let's see, I have something here. Gosh, where is this? Okay, I'm about to open up a ton of concept art I did for this. I'm sorry. Ahead of time. Oh my god, Clip Studio. Clip Studio, what are you doing? There we go. Hang on, I'm not done yet. There's still other things. Where did I put this stuff? I had like a whole sheet with the controls and everything. Has to be in here, right? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm sorry, this is taking so long. I have to find this now. I'm so angry. Where in the fuck did I put this? Is this it? This is not it. This is so old. Okay, whatever. I'll pull it up later, but it was a little platformer where you had like heads, or you were like a little tiny robot, right? And you ran around a house killing bugs. And I had a ton of concept art, including like enemies, guns. I had a whole sheet like I was talking about, with like very basic controls and everything like that as like a platformer. I'm gonna head off for tonight. Thank you for showing me more of her art. Also, Urban, if I find the poster of it. Oh, okay. Good night. Have fun. Sleep well. Anyway, here's an enemy. This is something I made a while ago. Another enemy. You know, you have a little rat guy with a bug coming out of his head. Another little rat guy. And a little puppet man. I don't know what he was going to be, but I wanted there to be a little puppet man that you could talk to. And then this was like weird drawings I did of his hand, because at one point I was doing like a design document for like a VR version, because I really liked the idea of like VR controls for this game. Although that would be stupid difficult compared to like a platformer. This is my favorite weapon that I designed, which was, I mean, a tooth gun, which I thought was hilarious. Here's like a baby doll. I imagined like a lot of the enemies being toys or objects that are just like full of bugs, and they're operating it like a puppet. I thought of this design of a baby doll that's completely filled up with roaches and like walking around like a zombie. And then here's like a shopkeeper. I want to make this game. I've had this idea in my back pocket for years. I even attempted to make the game at one point, but the project sort of just fell apart for various reasons. Just a second. Sorry, I thought somebody was knocking on my door. You really should. It's a great concept. I should. I need like... I'd like to work with like a few people on this, because independent game development, the things I like about independent game development is that I'm in complete control of how I want the game to look, how I want the game to function. But the problem with that is it's just a ton of work, and I feel like I missed the opportunity to work with other talented people. So I don't know. I have no estimation of when this project's going to be done. I have made attempts in the past to start this up, but I mostly do art music, same as you, but I'd need help. I'd love to help. Maybe I'll have to figure out details, but maybe if you're interested, maybe we can talk at some point. But there are like a ton of things I have to get done first. right there. For sure, I've dabbled in game making as well. I'm not totally oblivious. Yeah. I mean, I'm all for working with people. It's just hard to like figure out what I need before I know what I'm doing. Uh, I don't want to blur this. I'm gonna get this around the edges, but I don't want to be too crazy with the blender. Now, there is a character in this book that I am writing. I say it's a book, but it's like a lot of different things. Um, and his name is Shape, for lack of a better term. You will also start to notice, and I'm really, really sorry about this, just specifically Clive Barker. I think at least six, no, 4 or 5 characters that I have made have stolen names from his books. And I'm sorry. Names are hard. Well, I agree. Um, I also just like Clive Barker's naming conventions in his books. Gentle is stolen from one of his books. Shape is also stolen from one of his books. I'm sure there are other characters that I've stolen names from. The characters I'm writing don't have anything to do, or are they're not really like, they're completely different characters. I just took the name because I thought the name sounded cool. Uh, his books have like a lot of weird naming conventions, or not weird naming conventions. He'll name people after like very simple words, which have something to do with their character, and it's very fun, and I like it. Shape specifically came from this character called Mendelssohn's Shape, which is from this book called Abarat, which I recommend a lot. And Shape was like a scary guy with a big sword. And I think he was called Shape because he was like, he was kind of a monster. He was kind of like, instead of a person, he was a shape, if that makes any sense. Like, the naming conventions in his books are typically like, the names are direct describers of what they are, as sort of like an adjective. And I just thought that was so darn cool. And I stole it. I've also named my altars after the I say name my altars. I the names that I and my altars use are also with this naming convention because it's I don't know. I guess I just like it a lot. was sort of creating kind of a simple background here. Because I want the main event to be the character. Last time we did a background, we did like a huge like tiled grid. And I'm tempted to do that again. But I'm also worried about repetition. Having too much of that. Did that last time. But I guess these are two different paintings, so I probably shouldn't worry about continuity like that between them. So let's see how this looks now. Okay, so that really does like pop out at you. It looks almost separate from the background, which I don't like. Yeah, the character seems to pop out too much. And also, it's like weird. I don't know what it is about this. It just looks weird to me. I think it's like the way that the limbs are, or something. God, I'm so indecisive about this. I do want to add a couple eyes right here. The shadow I'm drawing in the background here is Shape that I was talking about. Not the Clive Barker Shape, but the character I was writing. This character is really, really cool. And I like drawing them a lot. Let me give you an example of what he is. This character is supposed to be like a shadow on the wall that can turn into like a infinite hole. This comes into play in the book in a lot of different ways, but I have like an example. Right here. This is an animation I did a while back, and this was sort of a test to see, you know, how well specifically Clip Studio was at animation, and I made this. Very proud of this. So he's like a hole in the wall. Well, he can turn into a hole in the wall, and you can see here how he like appears in the wall and then he turns completely black, and I want that to be like the depth of him opening up like a hole. And a lot of the story involves this character. Oh my god, please save. This character, which looks like a clown right now, but this is a normal human person, that I still need to figure out. Um, okay, so Gentle, right? Gentle is a normal human person that makes a contract with this thing called Shape, and through shenanigans and other lore, eventually becomes this thing. And this thing that she's wearing right now is. Where is this? I have more art of this. Where's the mask? Oh, here it is. Open. It's loading. Okay, so here's Gentle when she's like a human being, and then that Shape in the background there, right? We have another one of them here. I don't know what this is. I don't know who this is. But that's them. This painting I wanted to show kind of like the depth, or like him just sort of cascaded against the wall and him like wrapping around the corner here, because I guess I just thought it looked nice. But that's them. This is the mask. This is the mask right here that I designed. And when you put it on your face, it like it does that thing from JoJo, right? It like a bunch of spikes come out and like it hooks into your face. And then you become this. Or Gentle becomes this specifically. Maybe I'll go through like a whole stream of talking about lore from. Ugh. Oh my god. The music scared me. Anyway, maybe I'll have like a whole stream where I talk about like the lore of this whole project is called Changeling. Because I don't know what else to call it. I do have some like a lot of different plot lines with other characters, and like some kind of like magical fantasy universe that Gentle stumbles into. But the main plot line is Gentle can talk to dead people, right? And her mother figures this out pretty quickly and starts using it as a method to get money out of strangers, grieving strangers specifically, who want to talk to their dead relatives. And the story, the book, the whatever, right now it's an animation that I'm working on, is documenting Gentle growing up in that environment, talking to dead people, or what she thinks is dead people. I kind of want to keep it ambiguous. I don't really know if it is like dead people, but it is like something horrible. And also dealing with her mother, which I have a plot line with her mother that her mother is turning into a hive of insects. There's like a whole chapter where I talk about Gentle like hiding in her room and stuffing towels underneath the door because wasps keep flying out of her mother at night, and she has to seal up all the cracks in her room so they don't like get in there and sting her. This is a weird story, and it's a really fun story to write. And I guess that's the end of my thought on that. But I'll have to do some kind of stream where I talk about this more in depth, because there's like a lot. I'm giving like a lot of information, but there's still a lot of information to give. I have a whole document with several chapters written already, and I'm still adding to it. I'd like to say that when I say I'm still working on it, it sounds like it's in some kind of incomplete state, but like this is something I'm constantly working on and constantly adding to. So it's not really going to get done, it's just going to get bigger. And there's already a lot of stories in there and a lot of chapters that you can go in there and read. I think there's several places that I have this whole thing up. And right now my job is to like adapt it into something that's like easily digestible. I could just like publish the damn thing as like a book, but I want there to be some kind of like artistic visual aspect to this. So in the past, when I initially started this project, I was going to do like a graphic novel sort of thing, and I got like about 30 to 40 pages done of Changeling. And you can go look at it on my website. I think I have it on Webtoon. I'm sorry, I'm info dumping about this. I don't know if it's obvious that I'm like excited about this project. I like these characters a lot. Canvas size. I think I want to move this inward just a little bit. Right there. I was taking a lot of inspiration from various sources, like there was a lot of like weird Halloween mask mechanics I've been developing for this. I say Halloween mask mechanics. It's like the specific kind of magical object that I kind of stole from Goosebumps. Goosebumps, the haunted mask specifically, about these horrible faces that you can put on and they get stuck. And that was such a horrifying concept to me as a kid, and I wanted to like expand upon that, I guess. I wonder. I think I know why Gentle feels like she's not part of the environment. She needs more shading, because she's like, not that the shading on her is flat, but she has like too many highlights around the edges that sort of make her pop out. And I want those highlights to be around one edge, preferably the one facing the light. So the places I'm drawing shadow are to sort of reduce that effect of her popping out of the canvas there. Oh yeah, we had that smoke. Where did that smoke go? I don't like that. I don't think I like that anymore. This is nearing completion. Almost done. Needs to be... This edge is a little too bright for me, so I think I'm going to do this. No, 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 no. I think we need the... Where is that? There it is. I think just clouds would be fine there. I think this gets both the characters. nicely. Maybe just a little bit of a stronger highlight here. Okay, I actually really like this now. I should be putting that on the correct layer, but that works, honestly. Okay. Hey, this looks like just about done. Just realized I should be adding some highlights to this berm here. Okay. It just disappears, though. The shape of this. Don't want that to do that. Okay. Okay. Flip horizontal. This is it. Wait. This is not it. Am I satisfied with this? Maybe now we're really in the nitpicking stages. I don't need to do this. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. It's done. Oh, God. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, I'm satisfied with this. Oh, let me sign this real quick. I think it's time for me to go to bed. It's almost 1 a.m. But before I do that, I need to sign this. Sign this. 4, 10, 20. Thank you. And good night to you too. Cat. This is good. This has some cool vibes. Some cool lines that you can look at. Anyway, I'm going to bed. It's nice being on stream. I think I'll be on tomorrow. I don't know if I will. I think I will. I'm just, when I come home from work, it's very exhausting. But like this is truthfully like a really good way for me to relax. I think maybe it's just producing like a ton of artwork like in 1 week is a little exhausting. So I might switch to something else tomorrow, like games. But I'll make sure it's something interesting. Typically, I like to play games that are like obscure, like something that nobody is willing to like put in the time to play themselves. And that's usually point and click adventure games, because I like those personally. I think there's like a weirdness about them that's very nice. So I'll probably just play scratches tomorrow. But yeah. Anyway, good night, everyone. Thank you for coming.